Guess we gotta go the other way.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I want to nope out of there.
Whole lot of
I
nope.
still want to poke it and see what comes up.
But you resisted the urge.
Yeah.
As we're
Because
walking back the other way, I described the gibbering mouths thing and how we couldn't say no to that either, and how much fun that was.
My logic is whatever shows up, if it doesn't kill me, the other 3 members of the party probably will.
Well, I can't argue with that logic.
All right, where are you guys going? So you're heading south.
What was the description for south when we hit this fork?
It seems to lead it into. It seems to open up further down, or further along that route, and you can't really see much beyond that, beyond the light spell. But you do think you see some like glimmers of light in the darkness, very far ahead.
Yeah, alright, let's go south.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. First, I'll reveal how far the light spell goes. In this case, it's 20 feet. So it's about to there. That's about as far as Johnny and and Darvin can see. For Varus and Nazmir, you guys actually see another 40 feet. This area here is a truly vast cavern. It has sloping side walls, which has various. You can see a little bit more kind of fungi, plant life along the walls here and there. But what really stands out are a lot of the. You think you could see actual large strands of webbing coming from the walls, and following them, it leads into very large, circular, what looks like very large spider nest. The bottom of the spider nest is about 20 feet off the ground, so the only ways to reach these places is by climbing up these long web strands that seem to be sprouting from all directions.
Or throwing it out.
What's that? Throw the gnome? On it.
Actually, for Nazmir and Varus, you guys can make perception checks. Okay. So you think you can, from where you're at and kind of having your dark vision with black and white and everything, the web like mass is pretty much white, but you can see like faint little black dots that are essentially about the size of ants as far as from where you're seeing it kind of moving across it. So whatever this thing is, it's populated and it has a lot of things crawling around it.
There's stuff crawling around over here.
I'm going to make an educated guess and say spiders. Fuck this thing.
You think you see some spiders and probably some vaguely humanoid shapes as well.
Even worse.
As far as like the lights themselves, which all of you guys can kind of see, they're kind of on the big web mass. There's actually kind of like web tunnels inside it, or that go inside it. You can also see kind of like a sort of a structure on top of it, and it seems to be emitting some. It seems to have some torches that emit green light. So whatever this is, it seems to be kind of a well-established sort of civilization here.
Oh, but we can see that from where we're at, that it looks like a civilization.
Well, you see that what you see are kind of like, it's almost like looking at lights of a city, but not that big.
Right, gotcha.
And since you can see up to 60 feet, I'll go ahead and reveal at least that much. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So it goes all the way to there. Kind of like that for now, since you guys are at the kind of the entrance still. And we'll do that. And pretty much if you see straight edges, that means that's the fog of war blocking your sight. Boop, boop, boop. As far as like sitting in this area, it doesn't look like anything has noticed you from where you're at.
Good.
So you're not being hit with tactical nukes or anything yet.
Yeah. Thank fucking fuck.
That's amazing. Good thing we didn't touch those shriekers, huh? Huh?
Like I said, my logic was if what was already in here doesn't kill me, I figured you guys would.
Guess we just start
Honestly,
screaming an ant.
We might want to douse the lights and go quietly. Because we've had a lot of bad run-ins with these guys, and I really don't think that we should mess with them right now.
Problem runs into only 2 of you can see in the dark.
Well, there's 2 of you that can't. One of you puts a hand on the shoulder of the people that can, and, you know, it'll be the crazy leading the blind.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Okay. Are you guys? So you're dousing the lights, and who's leading, and which way are you going?
Well, I'll lead with Johnny at my back. Shoot.
I'll take up the rear.
What did it look like over here as compared to over here?
From where you're at, you don't really see much difference. I mean, the cavern floor is mostly empty for the most. It's pretty much empty. It looks like any sort of activities happening around the webbing and the large web structure. So there's not really much on the floor besides maybe some refuse and stuff like that. That's about it. But you
Okay,
don't really,
well-
you can't really tell one direction from the other. All you know is you can go
Okay.
south or you can go east.
Yeah, I'd like to go east, going close to the wall,
Okay.
and try not to disturb any of the webbing.
All right.
And I'd also like to compensate for my friend Johnny, who is probably about 3 times my height.
Seems generous, but yeah.
Well, you do
Yeah,
have that
really.
rope. All right, so go ahead and move along the wall then, and I will reveal stuff as you move along. And I'll assume Varus is kind of helping Darvin along as well. All right.
Yep, not leading him into cliff faces at all.
I figure I'll hold on to Johnny because Vera said he was taking up the rear.
Alright. And we'll go ahead and open this up.
Man, we're so good at moving controlled.
Got this on lockdown, guys.
Hey,
Good job, people.
at least you got
What's up
room to
here?
move. Alright, so looking down here. It seems to lead into further ahead you can see kind of looks like, let's see, you can see some like hand carts and maybe some barrows further in, possibly for mining.
Does it look like there was recent activity here?
From where you're at, you can't really tell.
Well, I should be able to see, like, people have been moving in and out of the area toward the...
You don't
web
see any
city, right?
people.
That's still ominous.
Remember, spider people can walk on walls and shit.
Well, wheelbarrows can't.
All right. So we can do that real quick. More stuff. There's another tunnel that way. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. So this will get. All right. So stepping forward, and you can definitely see that this is probably some sort of what used to be a mining outpost. You can see along the south wall, which is what you're pretty much up against at this point. You can see some like flexible gray fiber that contains several old, rusted, and damaged mining tools, including a few picks. But you don't see anyone operating any of the barrows or the carts or anything like that. Further up ahead, since you have dark vision, let's see. Towards the northwest passage up here, you can see a. It looks like one of those flightless birds that you encountered before, the one, an axe beak, but it's dead.
Okay. Hey, Darvin, I think we're far enough away to where we can afford to use light again.
Okay, everyone's weapons glow again.
All right. As you light up, you see 30,000 spiders around you. No, you're fine.
Jesus.
Yay! Everybody die.
I casually suggest kill the lights.
I think they know we're here.
Nobody move. Their vision is based on movement.
What was that? What was the movie Pitch Black, where you light up the fire and you're just surrounded by aliens? But all right, so you guys have visibility again, at least up to 20 feet. Yeah, it looks like a mining outpost. You can't really see much further until you get further in.
So just a lot of old mining picks and stuff like that.
And a dead axe beak.
Right, right. Where's the axe beak at?
It is pretty much around here.
All right, I'd like to go check that out. Actually,
Okay. All right.
can I tell anything about how long it's been dead?
You can do a medicine check. I'll reveal that in a second. Okay. It seems to have died probably days ago, maybe over a week. But one thing that really stands out is the fact that this thing, compared to the axe beaks that you ran into before, this one has less feathers and seems to have more scales. And instead of having a beak, it seems to have an actual mouth with teeth.
Can I get that description one more time?
It's kind of similar to what you guys encountered, those birds that freaking honk and all that stuff, but there's far less feathers, more scales, and instead of a beak, it has a kind of a mouth that actually has teeth.
That's weird. Does my fair city have like a history of mining in it at all? Would I
None
know?
at all.
Hmm.
Any freaking iron ore it gets from trade. And really, you guys only have one blacksmith.
That's what I figured.
Since you guys are close enough, up here, this area that got revealed, you can see obvious sign. It looks like the rock has been worked on, like through mining and things like that. You can see some veins of white brittle salt lace the inside of the cavern. And you can see a few salt domes, which is probably where they've been like kind of gathering the salt before they stopped working here. In addition to this scratches and chips, there's scratches and chips on the floor, and it seems like etchings of runes and crude pictures are on the floor.
Well, I can't hammer runes. I mean, I could, but everybody would complain, so... Not my area of expertise.
And I rolled 20 quit out, so
Okay.
I'm going up right now, and then I'd like to do some spellcraft on the runes.
Okay.
Then I'll knowledge arcana them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Looking at the runes and things like that, they're not in any language that you're familiar with, and that they do not seem to be affiliated with magic.
All right, I'm still gonna write them down.
Okay.
Well, that's dangerous if you don't know what they do.
Yeah, but if I explode, you'll know they're bad.
Fair enough. And I know no more than he does.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, they do not seem to be affiliated with magic at all.
Okay. And just to be clear, what languages do you know, Varys?
Varys,
What?
your gnome's asking you a question.
What?
Hey, what languages do you know exactly?
Hold on. Common, Elvish, Infernal, Draconic, and Celestial.
Okay. And you weren't able to decipher any of those?
Nope.
Well, I speak Dwarvish and Giant also. I'd like to at least give it a cursory look, see if I can recognize any of the characters.
All right. They're not any language that you're familiar with.
Okay, fair
Actually,
enough.
Varys, you can go ahead and make just make a raw intelligence check, so D20 plus your int modifier. Okay. All right, so you do not. It's nothing you're familiar with.
And I don't suppose they're common, gnomish, orc, or draconic either.
Nope.
Okay. Well, let's check out this other fork over here then.
Okay. So that way. Let's wait one moment. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so this passage leads into a kind of another salt dome area. It looks like it's been kind of a little bit more freshly explored with mining and all that. Further into the room,
I'm sure a little more what?
it looks like it's been like thoroughly worked on recently. So it's been mined a bit more.
Okay. My
So-
audio keeps cutting out.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think the internet's on the fritz again.
Kill the internet. Looking further ahead, you can see. Well, actually, Johnny, you can't see anything else. That's about because you're the furthest in. There you go. All right, so I'll go ahead and reveal more. Do something like that. All right. So further in, you can see what looks like a humanoid figure that's been kind of encased in salt, amidst one of the salt veins.
Oh, whereabouts?
Hold on a second. it not letting me click on things? All right, we will say right there. That's you see a humanoid, kind of partially entombed in salt.
I try to convince Johnny to go lick it.
I'm gonna slowly approach it and make sure that I'm not gonna get, jumped by anything while I head over here.
Okay.
Keep an eye on
Okay.
this hallway specifically.
All right. So as you approach the figure, it looks like it's been, like I mentioned before, it's kind of caught inside of a salt vein, and its entire body's been kind of encrusted in mummified in salt. As you approach, its eyes suddenly open and begin to animate and actually start breaking out of the salt. So everyone go ahead and roll for initiative.
How close was I when it did that?
Pretty much,
Right where I am?
pretty much when you started investigating it. So right when you got next to it. All right, go ahead and we'll pull up initiative. Oh my god! Oh, let me. Actually, that's fine. Go ahead and roll for initiative. It's going to put up new second ones because this is you're technically using a different token. I will delete that one. All right, and that one. Asper, you're going on 13, so that one and that one. Okay. Let me go ahead and token there. Boop. So it looks like a mummified, salt-encrusted corpse. Let me roll for its initiative as soon as I actually pull up its stats. Yay, new stuff.
Yay, new stuff. Is there a disengage action in this game?
Yeah, it's called, I think it's called disengage. What it is you use your action to activate it, and when you have it activated, you do not provoke attacks opportunity when you move through any threatened squares. But it costs your action, so all you have is your 30-foot move, or 20-foot move, or whatever you have.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me roll for initiative first. Awesome. I go on 5.
You still go before half the party.
I noticed. All right. Let me add turn. And then order. Okay. Darvin, you go first. Okay.
And I didn't incur any perils of the warp.
Aw. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. So you strike it with your witch bolt, which does electric damage. The bolt arcs and connects with the mummy and starts shocking it from the inside out. So let me update damage. There we go. And I guess that's it for Darvin. So Nazmir, it's your turn.
I'll hold aloft my holy symbol and turn undead.
Okay. Okay, I will go ahead and make my save. Is it wisdom or whatever? What's the DC?
Trying to find it right now. I don't remember where I put all my shit.
Okay. It's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. So it'll be 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Yep.
So what's your wisdom?
So 3.
So 13.
It's a DC 13.
Okay. I fail it, so he's currently frightened. Oh, actually, let's see. Hold on a second. Let me look quick. What's this do again? Turn undead, blah, blah, blah. It is turned. Okay. Turns.
Yeah, it's just
turned,
turned.
yeah.
I don't have destroy yet.
Yeah, I was just checking to see if it was turned or frightened. It's turned, which is a different thing.
Oh, yep. Yeah, turn.
Okay, so that will be... Alright. So, okay. So, Mummy is currently turned, so it's just going to move away. I'll go down this way. I'll go ahead and reveal that real quick, because I forgot to do so. It's just a little outcropping, or a little cubby hole. And that's pretty much all the Mummy's action. So, Varus, it's your turn.
All right, I'll hit it with magic missile.
Okay. Alright, 7 damage. Got it. Alright, causing damage to it does negate the turn effect, so he pretty much turns and faces you guys again. Johnny, it's your turn.
Run on up.
Okay.
Give it the old wiki whack.
The wiki whack.
Bonk.
Okay.
Bonk is
Bonk
right.
it is. Alright. So you strike it with the maul. Now, when you fight against the spiders, your weapon kind of went through it, sort of. In this case, it feels like you're kind of hitting almost a solid wall, like its flesh, like its body's kind of resisting your weapon. But it still knocks him, pretty much slams him against a wall from the sheer impact. But then he just kind of shrugs it off and lunges towards you again. Darvin, it's your turn.
I don't suppose I have line of sight on.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, I got broken.
Dick.
I didn't even do that on purpose. That was just me.
No, that was where he was farthest away from the goddamn gnome.
I didn't do this by design.
You guys have no luck with Witch Bolt. Alright.
No, I don't.
That barely misses. Go ahead and make your Peril of the Warp. Aww. It's the opposite number you need to roll. Alright, Nazmir, it is your turn.
Let's see. I will run to here and stand by.
Alright. That means Mummy will go next. Alright. Okay, first thing it's going to do is glare at Johnny. Johnny, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. You are fearless. And then it's going to go ahead and swing at you.
Oh.
AC 18?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. I don't suppose you have any defensive maneuvers you're trying to do or anything.
I doubt I do.
Okay.
Nope. I'd eat it.
Actually, let me make sure this is right. Let's see. Okay. Also, make a Constitution saving throw from the below. Okay.
Obviously.
Okay, so first I'm going to do the physical damage. So that's going to be reduced, so take 4 bludgeon. And then take 12 necromantic. And your max HP has gone down by 12.
Wow, feels great.
Shit.
Glad it's you and not me.
Uh-huh.
Jesus H. Christ.
Varus, it's your turn.
I'm gonna hit it with firebolt.
Go for it.
When all else fails, kill it with fire.
Okay. So you hit it directly with the firebolt. And it pretty much kind of, due to its extremely dry wrappings and stuff like that, the fire seems to spread a lot more and do more extra damage.
Woo! Fire.
All right, Johnny, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
Because I don't feel so hot.
All right.
Great.
So you recover 5 because.
A whopping 5.
Right. Well, I mean, you're almost to max thanks to your now reduced maximum HP.
Yeah, I'm not as optimistic about it as you.
All right. You still have your regular action.
Yeah, bonk. Nope.
You miss. All right. Darvin, it's your turn.
I'm going to burn my sorcery points to get another first level spell slot back.
Okay.
And we'll try again.
All right.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Go ahead and roll peril. Nope. All right. Nazmer, it's your turn.
Alright. I'll move up here just so I can see around the corner.
Okay.
Shout, Johnny, no! And I shall cast a spell.
All right. What spell are you casting? Sacred Flame. Okay. I will make my
Lame.
dexterity saving throw. Which I
also
made.
lame.
Super lame.
All right. Is that all? Is that all your actions?
Yep, that's
Okay.
all mine.
Okay. All right. First thing it's gonna do is gonna go ahead and glare at Nazmer. Go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw. Okay, you're fine. And now he's gonna swing at Johnny. Miss.
Darn, I wanted my maximum health reduced to like 6.
Uh huh. Varus, it's your turn.
Fire again.
Go for it. All right, you hit. You glance it off the shoulder.
Still counts.
Still counts. All right, Johnny. All right, that hits. You can re-roll. You have one of your die rolls is a 2. You can re-roll it if you want. Okay, so that increases it by 3, so that's 15. Okay. You pretty much whack it across the jaw, and it kind of spins its head around a bit, but it kind of just snaps back into place.
Heck.
It's smoldering and burnt all over, and it's kind of
Yay.
falling apart. But Darvin, it's your turn.
Min damage on it.
Oh, nice. All right.
At least I hit the fucker.
Yeah, you did. Okay, Nazmer. Can you do it?
I will try my darndest.
Uh-huh.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Double one.
All right. I will make my saving throw. I fail it.
Nailed it.
And it gets engulfed in holy fire.
Hey, look at that.
And update your kill count, champ.
You took my kill. I took yours. We're even.
I
What do
don't
you mean, update my kill count?
Uh-huh.
This is my first time getting one.
What?
All right, start your kill count.
Yay!
Yay!
Should it count as 2? All right. It's pretty much bursts into flames and collapses onto the ground. Do. And Johnny's not looking so hot.
No, I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
If anyone asks, I'm going to try to assure them that I'm totally fine. Even if I don't look at, I'm gonna be like, nah, it's no big deal.
All right, so how are saving throws on cantrips decided?
It's the same way all your it's the same as all saving throws. In 5th edition, saving throws are completely based off your proficiency and your stats. There's no difference between the levels. So your
Okay,
your
because-
DC for your save for your cantrip is exactly the same as even if you cast Holy Word.
Well, the reason I asked is because it seems really low, especially compared
That's
to
5th edition.
Well, no, compared to the saving throws of my other spells.
Then they're wrong. I mean, I don't know what other spells you are using that have a. I mean, all the ones I've seen have the same DC.
Oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something else. I'm calculating my other stuff wrong.
Yep.
So yeah, DC is just really low. Shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you passed the. Let's see. I mean, you passed a Wisdom saving throw against a Mummy's Glare with a 12.
Yeah, with a 12.
So it is what it is.
Right. I got you.
Yeah, it
I was gonna
definitely
say
takes
that
getting
was
used to
just
because
something
all these numbers are scoped down. And tomorrow I'm gonna be rolling freaking DC, rolling like plus 30 on freaking diplomacy checks. So it's just gonna blow my mind again.
Yeah, right.